you. For the vasculature, we of course have the renal artery and the vein, to the segmental, to the interlobar, to the arcuates, and off of the arcuates are the cortical radiates. In your packet, the term cortical radiate isn't used. They have what are called interlobular. It's a two-letter difference in naming that vessel compared to this vessel. So that's why they changed the name to cortical radiate. If we zoomed in on this area of the kidney, we have this. And where the arcuates are, that's the boundary between the cortex and the medulla. And the same for that too. These are the arcuates, these are the cortical radiates right here. Off of the artery, we would have an afferent arteriole leading into the glomerulus and an efferent arteriole coming out of it. The glomerulus sits inside the renal corpuscle, which is this structure right here. The outer part is called the parietal layer of Bowman's capsule. And then we have cells called podocytes and some other cells overlying capillaries that make up the visceral layer of Bowman's capsule. Between the two layers of Bowman's capsule is Bowman's space, also known as the capsular space. When the blood flows through the glomerulus, some of the plasma filters out. It's a modified plasma to form what's called filtrate that then drains into the nephron beginning at the proximal convoluted tubule. So on this one, if that's our renal corpuscle, inside is the glomerulus, proximal convoluted tubule to about this point, then we're into the loop of Henle, then the distal convoluted tubule, collecting duct. The collecting ducts eventually become what are called papillary ducts in here because we're in the papilla of a pyramid that then drain into the minor calyces. The minor calyces would be these channels, these spaces in here. Where you have two minor calyces come together, they form a major calyx. So there would be a major calyx right there. All of the major calyces run together in this region called the renal pelvis that gets you into the ureter. Then you go to the urinary bladder and urethra. Did I hit everything?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Sounds good, though.
This is the tip of another pyramid coming from below. So that's a papilla, just like that. But it's coming up from the bottom side of the kidney.
If you teach me how, I'll YouTube it. Absolutely. I don't know how, honestly. I don't know how to